Let some people trickle in. Forgot to check something out. So we are going to work on some autographs. Hi, Mom. How are you? Some big names this month. So, with any luck, we'll get some big names in the next couple months coming back. So I'm doing Doug Small right now. Yeah, no problem. Hey there, Zach. How are you? I'm working on Doug Small right now. First one that I'm starting on. Yeah, I know. It's just a lot easier this way. It sounds better. So I'm looking forward to Jank Pack Thursday again. Those are great. Spring train stuff, eh? Yeah, spring train is coming up very shortly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's for sure. Jank stream. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, they would have been reporting about now. This is the time that they start reporting. Hey, you know what? What do you always say? Might as well try them. Like, who are you thinking of sending it to? Oh, those are big ones. Hopefully, you'll get them. Working on Steve Larmer now. I'm looking forward to Super Bowl. Watching that over at my mom's. Hey, Bert. Oh, yeah? I didn't even see who won anything. Oh, that's good, the Rookie of the Year. Hi, RJ Sets. How are you? Hey, that's a good reason to get a autograph, though. Oh, the Hall of Fame was good. That's good. Who got in? Hello, Vanta Crew. How are you? Working on James Van Riemsdyk, JVR. That's good. So how are you doing, RJ? Well, that is a good lineup of Hall of Famers. Um, I'm not 100% sure who I'm going to root for, honestly. I like to see Kansas City win. Nice. It's always nice to pull treasures. Yeah, I agree. San Francisco needs to win it, and I don't want them to win. But they probably will. No problem. Yeah, yeah, right. I'm trying to get Zaneo Char back. Hey, Adam, how are ya? That's cool. So, like I said before, anybody's welcome to jump in if they want to. The link to get in is pinned. So, anybody who wants to jump in, go ahead. I'm paying attention. 16 minutes and I've only done 4 autograph requests. That's low. Usually a little bit faster than that. Working on Damian Rhodes right now. Yeah, usually last time I was streaming, it didn't take me as long. Still, I could do them faster. I want to show. I got this one for Damian Rhodes to send out, which would be nice, but I really want to get this one signed. Yeah, no problem, Bert. No problem. I appreciate that. Yeah, I noticed. I'm getting up there. Where am I at right now? 569. So I'm looking forward to it. It's been going up and down for me lately, but more up than down. Oh yeah, I've been pushing for those watch hours. I'm probably going to do a silent stream tomorrow, starting as soon as I get back from dropping off my wife. Yeah, I do appreciate it, guys. I really do. So I did my first AI video. Probably going to be the last one I do, but I wanted to try it. Something new, something different. Oh, and I made a mistake, Zach. The other month I sent to Hallback, not Swayman. So I'm sending to Swayman this month. I'm hoping so. And we have a guest.
Can you see me, sir?
Hey there.
How are you? Figured I'd join in since you were doing all the looking at cards. I'd jump on and
I can't hear you, unfortunately. I don't know why. Let me try this.
let me try my mic.
Let me take this off. Maybe it's me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I was saying I figured I'd join in because you were just kind of staring there, looking at stuff. I figured I'd provide the running commentary.
Oh, that would be cool.
Stuff. So
yeah, I'm just waiting out autograph requests.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out, see if I can get the comments to pop up too. So
hey, Boom Slang, how are ya? Yeah, technical gremlins. Gotta love them. I need music in the background. That's what I need. I have to figure out how to do that. Put music in the background. Now, the Rob Blake I want to show off. That would look good signed right about there. I really want him to sign it right there where the net is. Hey there. You're on mute. Can't hear ya. Nope. Yeah, I know he is.
let's try it one more time. Good. Down.
Okay, I hear ya.
I was messing with things. I was trying to find the chat, and I can't see the chat, so that's why I was messing with things. So I can't see anybody's comments.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, well, again, it's my first time.
Oh, is it?
There it is. I got it now.
Ah, perfect.
All right. So
how are you doing?
I'm doing real good. I went to the LCS this morning. They got a $5 box where I'm at, and just a couple of yearbooks or programs. But I found a $5 box set, and I'm such a set collector with all my box sets, obviously, and this one was A 2004 Upper Deck. Did I say LCS, LSC? Boom. Boom goes LCS. Yes, my LCS. I don't know what I said, but that's what I meant. And I got a 2004 Upper Deck box set. It was Yankees Red Sox rivalry.
Oh, nice.
And it had a lot of great cards. It had some old, some vintage Mantle, Yastrzemski, Babe Ruth, a lot of Joe DiMaggio cards. It was funny. Like they would have a card that was like half a Yankee and half a Reds. One half was a Red Sox, one half was a Yankee. And I mean, the Yankees have so many great players. You'd figure there'd be a lot of them, but a whole bunch was. There was like 3 cards with Joe DiMaggio on the Yankee side, and I thought,
of course.
Well, they could have had. There were so many more Yankees.
Yeah, there was. I'm just saying. Of course, they would do that.
Yeah, but there was so many other Yankees. It was only 30 cards. They could have.
Oh, they could have filled that easy.
Yes, exactly. So I was a little disappointed in that. But then there was like there's a box topper, which was kind of cool, big 3x5. And there was a random Peter Gammons what if kind of card, like what if this person had stayed with the Reds, or what if this person was on the Yankees, one of those things. Apparently it's like 20 cards, that little subset, and you got 1 per box.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and sometimes you get an autographed one. No, I didn't get an autographed one, but I got a Babe Ruth card from that subset, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, Babe Ruth is always cool to get.
Yeah.
I always love pulling Babe Ruths.
So I got that, and I went in. I'm actually trying. I know that if you know Mike O's channel, Mike O is a guy here from the Philadelphia area, and he's got an old video. I don't know when the last time he updated it was, but he has a binder of every Topps card ever made of any Philadelphia Philly.
Wow!
Right out of the base, it was all the base set, so it was only the flagship product. He has a binder, and it's I think it's like 4 binders actually. Maybe somebody else out there remembers what Mike O's run is, but I think it's just the base cards, and he what do I want to say? He's got every Philly from every Topps base flagship set ever made. So
wow, that's a lot.
It is. And I thought that was a really cool thing. But what I want to do, and I'm still working on it, is I want to get a card, an actual card of every Philly player that ever existed. Anybody who ever even is listed in the Baseball Reference, as having played for the Phillies, I want to get one of their cards. And now that's technically impossible. Because you get back into the early 1900s and the late 1800s, there's people who played like a game or a half an inning or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's just no card of them.
Yeah.
So I've been working on this project for 8-9 years now, and what I did was I logged on to the Baseball Almanac, it was. And they had a really good, they're like Baseball Reference. They have a list of every player who ever played. So then I would go to their presentation of career stats for these players, even if it was one game for the Phillies or whatever. And I literally downloaded that stat line so that I had an image of the stat line of every player who ever played for the Phillies. And then I spent years preparing those in baseball card format, like literally laying it out to fit on the back of a 2.5 by 3.5 card.
Yeah.
And then I went on to the web and, to the best of my ability, found an image of every player who ever played for the Phillies in a Phillies uniform. And and I would, again, this was like over many years.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
And so I took all of those images, and I got about maybe 50 different cool baseball card logos. Hey, there's Callie and Jordan squad.
Yeah, Callie and Jordan in the house, David.
Yeah, I got a message from them this morning about on one of my posts about talking about being a super collector and how to collect, and they popped, Callie popped up about how Jordan's getting some cards. So shout out to you guys. But I actually found about 50 different versions of cards, different designs that I like the design of these cards. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I took all of those images and dropped them in the background of all of these cards. So I actually made a unique image or unique card of every person who ever played for the Phillies ever.
Wow.
And for those people, there's Johnny Serena.
Hey, Johnny.
So for those players who don't have an image of any kind, who don't have a card, I just put a generic baseball player in the background and a picture of a baseball field behind that. So
Yeah.
just something. And
I would love to do that with the Jays.
well, you got a lot less cards and people to go
Yes, I agree with that one, but
than I do. Yeah.
that'll be a nice little project.
Yeah. So I now I'm starting. Now that I literally laid it all out, I had the front image that I wanted to use in a nice little baseball card motif, the back stat presentation that way, and I started printing them out. And what I would do is I cut them out and paste them over. I picked up somewhere in my collection when I purchased large scale collections. I picked up this Upper Deck World of Sport. So Callie and Jordan are saying that David's leaving the comments whenever I get a post. But I printed everything out in color on at 3.5 by 2.5 size. And I've begun pasting it over these old Upper Deck World of Sport cards that I have, thousands of. That are absolutely worthless. No one's ever heard of them. So I started doing that, and the Phillies started in 1883, and I'm just now finishing creating those cards of the players from who's the way I'm doing it is I find their first appearance with the Phillies. So Mike Schmidt played from 1972 through 1989. That was his span.
Okay.
That was his span with the Phillies. Well, in this layout, I'm going from 1883 to current, and their only appearance in this run, their only appearance is going to be whatever season was their first season. So Mike will be 1972 is when he'll appear in my set. Well, I just finished the 1920s, and now I have to go into the 1930s. And eventually you get to where there are cards of these people, actual cards.
Yes.
So what's most important to me in this set for the background is the time they spent with the Phillies, because this is all a tribute to my Phillies, So
yeah,
I'm doing what was their career stats with the Phillies, and hopefully it's their career stats. I have a card or a listing of their career stats, but all I'm mostly interested in there is their time with the Phillies. So I'm up to the 1930s, and yeah, you start finding Conlon collection cards. The old black and white Conlon collection from the early 1990s. That set.
Yeah.
There's a lot of a lot of players from that era, those early 1900s up to the, theoretically to the 1940s. There's cards of them now.
Yes.
So I actually can find real cards that I can slip into the this collection instead of just having cards that I've quote unquote created. So that's a big project of mine that I'm working on on the side now. I don't spend a lot of time with it, but
Hey, it's a great project.
do my best.
Amazing project.
So who you TTMing right now? Who's are you bringing cards in or sending cards out right now?
Sending cards out.
There you go.
Right now, I'm working on Al McInnes. I just did Lanny McDonald.
Okay.
I will be. This one's going to be mostly baseball this time.
You do all sport.
Oh, I do all sports. Yeah.
There you go. Entertainment at all? Because I know there's a couple guys out there who are doing entertainment as well.
I just got Tim Allen back not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. I was listening to like a biography of Tim Allen, and Tim Allen got into some real trouble in his early life, if you know the story.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he literally was. Wasn't he? He was in like federal prison for like, I don't know, like 10 years or something like that for dealing drugs.
Yeah.
Meth or something crazy like that.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I do remember that.
That's crazy if you think about those things. But one of those great guys to have a good career. Glad he's turned his life around and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's a cool auto to have. I don't think I had any. I do. I've gone to the Philly show. Like a lot of people out there know the Philly show. I don't know if Boom is still on here, but I know Boom knows the Philly show. He and I have gone together met up at the Philly show a couple times. But I've been going to the Philly show since the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. And no, that's not continuous. You know,
Okay, yeah.
There are a lot of down times in my collecting career, but this is back for those people who do know the Philly show and its whole history. It was back when it was at a place called the George Washington Motor Lodge and Convention Center. It's been to a lot of different places over its history.
Yeah.
But they always had a free autograph, an old Philly that I never heard of. It was free. You'd get a free autograph.
Oh, okay.
For your $5 or $1 price of admission, whatever it was. And I remember the first couple of years I didn't do. Yeah, Boom says he was there back in the day. There you go. But I never bothered to get autographs. They were perfectly free, you know.
Yeah.
I never bothered because this is back when I was I was a teenager, late teens, early 20s.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, gee, why do I want an autograph of this no-name person?
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine today? Can you imagine that thought today? You're walking down the street, you see some guy sitting at a diner, and he's an ex-ball player, and you just happen to have one of his cards. Could you imagine not stopping and asking?
Yeah, I know.
It's just not fathomable. But I would just ignore these people. They were perfectly free. They sat there at the table, and they loved I'm sure they loved the attention, being a no-name person back in the day. But I would just.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I
just being remembered.
Right. Do you think a lot of your TTMers enjoy signing, or do a lot of? I know. What is it like? About half of them charge you $5 or something.
Baseball is really ridiculous with how many they do sign. They do charge. Hockey's not that bad. Most of them don't charge.
Right.
So
it's hit or miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like a ridiculous one is Luke Robitaille charges $50
for hockey.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Parker, I think, is 25, but Zach could tell me that.
So yeah, I mean,
Dave Parker.
Yeah. Well, Parker's worth Dave Parker baseball's worth it as far as I'm concerned. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's different if you're trying to send in a card to, like, say, Gary Gaetti or
Yeah.
Pick any other no-name guy.
Well, David Cohn is $50.
David Cohn is $50.
Yeah.
That's a little excessive. Yeah, Zach confirmed $25. There you go, Zach.
Yeah.
Because but you'd have all these people who were no-name players, and eventually the show got bigger. Okay. And eventually the Philly show was at a place called the Fort Washington Convention Center. It was there and they began expanding. That's when they started bringing in groups of Hall of Famers. You know, there'd be like today, you know, you've got, oh my gosh, 30 people, 30, 50 people signing for the weekend, you know, in blocks of time. But back then it was like, these 3 people were going to be there that weekend, and this one person was going to sign for free. There was always the autograph at that time, always. Then they started bringing in celebrities. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, because this is back in the first hobby boom. I happened to go through the first hobby boom. I started getting really, really crazed into buying cards and getting into autographs at the late 80s, into the mid to late 90s. I'll tell you, this is going to blow people's minds. Okay, I told this story before, but I want to share it again live so that the people here can. You want to talk about regret? This is regret. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So my first card show, I collected from 78 to 84 as a kid. I was buying packs. That's when I stopped in 84 buying baseball cards brand new. I got the bug again in 87 because somebody I know had a pack of cards and went through it.
Yeah.
I was informed in 89 that there was a card show up at what is known as the Allentown Fairgrounds in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And the people signing, the 3 people signing in 1989, I want to say it was August of that year. Jim Palmer was going to be there.
Okay.
Ted Williams in person.
Wow.
Perhaps. And Mickey Mantle.
Oh my.
Free. That not free, but signing autographs. Now, just to tell you how way times have changed, okay? Because I went. I had a lot of money. I probably had about $500 that I took with me. And this is when I was 19, 20 years old. I was 20 years old by then, almost 21.
Yeah.
I'm working at Burger King, working at a little gas station, making money, going to community college. But, you know, I'm blowing money as fast as I earn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah.
But so I bring about $500, and I had 3 goals: is to get all the autographs, and then to get a Mike Schmidt rookie card. Those were my main goals.
Yes.
The cost of Jim Palmer was $12 an autograph. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The cost to get Ted Williams and Mickey Mantle was $35 a piece.
Wow.
$35 a piece to get them both. To get each one, $35 each to get an autograph. And I purchased my tickets. The long line. If you remember back, I don't know if you ever did autograph shows in person, but you get every time somebody buys, they give you a ticket, and that ticket has a number on it, and they allow you to get in line in blocks of numbers so the line doesn't get too crazy.
Yeah, of course.
So I had one of the last numbers. I had 2000 for all I know. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
So Palmer, I got Palmer real quick. Great. I only did balls back in that day. Only did autograph baseball.
Oh, okay.
So I got my Palmer autograph. Great signature. Great guy. This is back when I think he was thinking about getting back into pitching. If you remember that period of his time when he had retired, he's in the Hall of Fame. I think he thought about getting back into pitching.
Yeah.
Like that. Anyway, then I got Ted Williams next. Ted Williams, kind of gruff, kind of, you know, he wasn't uncaring or miserable, but you know, you can see he was doing it because he had to do it, and he made him a nice little chunk of change. So
Yeah.
no problem. So here's what I'm talking about regret now. So it's Mickey Mantle, and you remember the lady who was his agent back then? She's sitting next to him, and I'm in line. I'm about 40 back still.
Yeah.
So some show promoter comes through. It's getting late in the day, and he says, "Hey, Mickey wants to leave, and I got these balls here. They've already been autographed. There's no doubt we got them. He signed these before he sat down. Would you be willing to take one of these and get out of line so that Mickey can go home?" And he's talking to everybody. He's not just talking to me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's going down the line. And, you know, a couple people, like one or two, said, "Yeah, I'll take it and go." Most said, "No, I want to get up there and see Mickey." Now, I'm a 20-year-old kid. No, I want to get up there and shake Mickey's hand, you know? I don't want to just take it and go. One guy says, "I'll do it if you give me 2 Mantle balls."
Yeah.
They did it. They gave him 2 Mickey Mantle balls to
Wow.
get out of the line. I didn't do it. I was going to go and shake Mickey's hand. But consider that. For $35, that guy got 2 Mickey Mantle autographed baseballs.
That's insane.
I
Probably
know.
sold one.
And I could have had the same deal if I had stuck it out. But nope. I stayed, got my autograph. And I don't even have any of those. I don't have any of those autograph balls anymore. So,
Oh, that's so good.
well, there was, you know, financial problems, divorces, and it's yeah. We all have stories. So, but that was my greatest story of regret right there. So, very, very sad. What's your biggest collecting regret story?
Well, growing up, I always collected hockey cards, and throughout the years, I've been able to collect everything from all the OPC hockey cards from 1980 to 1995.
Just Miss Gretzky.
Yeah,
Just
but unfortunately, I had to sell them all
oh,
to pay rent, and that's my biggest regret.
yeah, the OPCs. Is it? Let me ask you this question: Is it universal? Because I'm not a hockey guy, you know that. But is OPC year by year always valued higher than Topps?
Yes, it is. Yes. OPC has the bigger checklist as well.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, it's like completely opposite for baseball.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I think I have one real good OPC baseball set, meaning I have a couple OPCs when they started making their own brand back in the early 90s. But the only set I have of OPC baseball before that was 1986, 86 set. And I think it's like 400 cards in that one when there's 792 in the baseball set. So
yeah, I know. I think it's more because OPC is Canadian and Topps is US.
Yeah.
So hockey's bigger in Canada than baseball, and it's the opposite down there.
Yep. But it doesn't strike me that Topps would not. Well, I mean, are the images still the same in hockey and baseball? Like, is every OPC release mirrored by the Topps release?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
There are a few exceptions, but pretty much
that
same.
It kind of surprises me then that Topps wouldn't make every card that OPC made. You know, I mean, why would they skip some of the players that you said OPC sets are bigger? I wonder why they would not mirror them.
Oh, I've wondered that myself. I've always wondered that.
That's very odd.
Like, for instance, my favorite hockey player is Theoren Fleury. he doesn't have a rookie card in Tops. It's
Mhm.
just OPG.
Wow. That's yeah. I don't know why.
And there's a few other players like Doug Gilmore has a OPG card, rookie card, and not a Tops rookie card.
What is? I guess hockey's your favorite sport then too.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian, so
No,
of course it is.
yeah. The I know a lot of the Sticks G, even Shoebox Legends, who is from New England, still a huge hockey fan too.
Oh yeah, Shoebox Legends is amazing.
Yeah, I did he get? I'm not sure if he is a YouTube Hall of Famer already or not. I don't know if he made it in or not, but he
I'm
is.
not sure.
Yeah, he's one of the guys I try listening to as much as possible.
I love his cheese box rummage.
Yeah, I have in the past. I have every time I find a buyback in my in things I pick up in bulk purchases, I'll almost always send it to him. Although I never, I did not give him my Mike Schmidt buyback. I stumbled upon once. Somebody sent me a buyback of Mike Schmidt's 1983 Super Vet card.
Oh, okay.
We got the little gold foil stamp, so that was I'm thrilled to have that one. I told Shane, I said, "Sorry, pal, I'm not giving you this one.
Yeah.
That would stay with me." They're hard to find, Mike Schmidt buybacks. So.
I just have to answer Zach. Hockey is actually not the Canadian sport, national sport. It's lacrosse.
I heard that. It doesn't make
It's the Canadian sport.
What? I mean, who plays lacrosse up there? Really?
Oh yeah, lacrosse is the national sport up here.
That's just. Does it have something to do with like your indigenous population up there or something?
It starts with the I have a hard time saying it, but the natives started it.
Yeah.
In Canada, so it's always been around.
Wow, I heard that. I did hear that not too long ago.
Oh, that's what it means.
You forget it right there. You forget. Someone said, "What do more Canadians play?" Why do more?
Honestly, it's really expensive to play hockey with all the equipment and all that kind of stuff. So it's usually baseball or lacrosse. Usually baseball because it's cheaper.
I'm sorry, I'm eating on camera too here.
No worries.
We went on a cruise to the Bahamas about a month or two ago now. We stopped off at the island one day and bought some Bahama rum cake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm sucking down a piece right now. So.
Yeah. A cruise to Bahamas, that would be nice.
Yeah. I think someone asked this question the other day. It might have been John Mangini. He was like saying, did you know, he was showing a Larry Walker card, and he said, did you know Larry Walker is like one of only 2 Canadians in the Hall of Fame? And I'm thinking to myself, wait a second, weren't there more? Because it was Walker and Jenkins, and I swore, I'm thinking to myself, wasn't there at least one more? But I guess not.
No. I do have Larry Walker's autograph.
There you go.
Yes, I do. I'll show it to you.
Uh-oh.
I'll show it to you.
Have to turn off the comments so I can see better.
I'm going to put it big.
Okay, go ahead. Let everybody see it. There you go.
Larry Walker.
That's a stadium club. Is that like 92 or 93 stadium club?
What year is this?
Could be 91.
think it's 91.
99 stats on the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's it? What's the inscription say?
To John, swing hard.
Did you get that when you were a kid, or he just sent that back to you like that?
Send it back to me like that.
That's pretty cool, huh? Do you try and get all of them to say to John, or they just do that on their own?
They do it on their own.
Yeah.
They do it on their own. And I'll show you another one that you might find nice. Vanna Wright.
There you go. I was talking about celebrities. We were talking about celebrities earlier, and I have I got Dawn Wells from Gilligan's.
Yeah.
I got Susan Olsen, Cindy Brady. I got a couple other celebrities, but
That's my Tim Allen.
what is that? It's a
Buzz
that-
Lightyear.
is that from the Santa Claus?
No,
Oh.
that's from Toy Story.
Oh, I didn't recognize that. I don't recognize that image from. Is that from the movie? That's a weird signature. It looks like a big M.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm not in my baseball room. I'm sitting down here out of the way. So I don't have access to any stuff.
Oh, that's all right.
So I actually did do a little TTM in years in the past because I thought to myself, what's a good way to get autographs? Because you don't want to send it to the stadium because sometimes they don't. And I still don't know where to get addresses. I imagine you guys all have a couple different websites where to get autograph addresses from people, and you don't need to share that with me. You're welcome to share that with other people, but I'm not going to get into TTM, and I'm just not going to do it. Too many other things going on. But I did at one time. What I would do is I would go to the websites of the different teams, find out their minor league affiliates, because so many times the minor league teams were staffed with former major leaguers. The coaches. And at one time I started sending out a lot of different cards to the minor league teams, asking for one of the coaches or managers to sign an autograph. And I got like half a dozen to a dozen at the time back then. And I didn't do it for long. But it's fun. It really is.
It's addictive.
Yeah, I have no doubt. How many do you think you have now? What's your pop? You got like 1,000 yet?
I'm getting close to 600.
Okay.
But when I first started, honestly, it was to do for charity.
Really?
So I sold a lot of them off in auctions for
Right.
charity. And after that was finished, the auction was finished, I still kept on getting them in. So I just decided to start collecting it.
Do you send more than one usually? Because I know there's a couple guys that I watch TTM of. They'll send 3.
Yeah.
And that way you could like keep one for yourself and still sell the others for charity.
Yeah, exactly. No, I usually try to send one, but there are a few that I send multiple ones of.
There you go. I'm going to put up the comments back up so I can see them. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Bingo. There we go. Oh, someone's talking about lacrosse players there.
Yeah, hockey players tend to be good lacrosse players.
I guess that. Well, if it's like here down in the States, you're a high school athlete. You play the 3 sports. You play football and then basketball and then baseball. It's just what you do. Sometimes you leak over to track and soccer, but your jocks tend to play all those sports. I imagine is it similar to that?
For sure. For sure.
So there's a huge high school lacrosse program up there.
I wouldn't say that it's huge.
Okay.
Lots of people do play it, but it's not as big as like baseball.
Okay.
Even Canadians don't realize that lacrosse is a Canadian pastime.
Look, I imagine because lacrosse could be an indoor sport, right? You have
Yes.
yeah, so you could actually play that during the winter. And if you, I'm not sure where geographically you are in Canada, but I imagine that a lot of the baseball seasons are fairly short.
Mm,
And some of the
it
minor,
goes for spring to summer.
okay, so they'll go from, I mean, like Toronto is indoors, so I mean, the Blue Jays can afford to play from early, late March to November if they get to the World Series. But some minor league team in Alberta, is that going to have a April to September season?
Honestly, September is pretty mild. It's not that cold.
Okay.
That's when it starts to get quite warm out. So it really doesn't affect it. I do remember years and years and years back watching highlights of Toronto's first game, and that was outdoors, and it was snowing.
That was an exhibition park.
Yep.
I actually, 1987, I was in my senior year of high school, okay? I'm dating myself here. And I was in the band. Actually, this would have been my first year. It would have been 85. And we actually traveled to Toronto for a band competition. And one of the things we did was actually went to a Blue Jays game
Nice.
at Exhibition Park. I remember it very well. So I don't have the ticket anymore, but it was a fun thing to experience at that park at one time.
I remember when they built the Sky Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big event.
The CN Tower was up because I remember being up in the CN Tower too.
Yeah.
Where did they build that? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
I wasn't sure if it was something everybody knew.
No, that's not something that everybody knows.
You all done? Are you still plugging through?
Oh, I'm still plugging through. I've got quite a few to do. I'm probably not going to finish them all this stream, but it's just something to hang out, talk to people in the chats.
Like I said, I feel bad you were sitting there thumbing through and figured I'd add some audio to your video. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I usually just read the comments and comment on whatever somebody was saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like doing these because it's nice chatting with people. I also do what's called silent lives, where I'll just let my PlayStation play baseball against each other.
There you go.
And I'll chat in the chat with people, and I get quite a few views with those.
There you go.
Those are a lot of fun.
That's like with my daughters. Still to this day, they'll watch live YouTube videos of guys playing video games.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm an old fart. I don't get it.
That's all right.
I don't get it. I mean, it's bad enough we're all collecting baseball cards and talking about that on YouTube, right?
Yeah, right.
Get a lot of weird stares from some people when you tell them that you're doing that. So, how many? So are you a Blue Jays more so than a former Expo fan?
I was an Expo fan.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. So, I mean, I wanted to say they're one of the few teams that never won a World Series, but technically the Nationals just did a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But it's just not the same, is it? It wasn't.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same as if Montreal actually accomplished that feat. And
See, everybody in like lots of people in Canada love the Expos, unless you lived in Montreal.
yeah, I mean, well, those people in Quebec got an attitude, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They do. So, how dare you expect us to embrace an American sport?
Yeah.
Yeah, people in Montreal are just you know better than I do, but even I know.
Yeah.
They want to
I usually don't leave Ontario, but I definitely have no interest in going to Quebec.
there you go. That's funny. But
But yeah, again, I do know a few people in Quebec.
Yeah.
that are nice people.
Right.
So
You said Quebec? Is that how you say it?
Quebec.
Okay.
That's how I say it.
Okay. We go Quebec. I think they pronounce it Quebec or Quebec.
Probably.
Something like that. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
the French accent.
Yeah. The Quebecois and all that. Yeah.
Just like Toronto isn't a people in Toronto aren't liked.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
they feel like people say that they feel like they're the center of Canada.
Yeah, it's like same with America. If you're not from New York or from L.A., you're a backwood hick.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. What are you going to do? I do say I remember Philadelphia still holds a bit of a grudge for the Expos because you had that stupid split season in '81 because of the strike, and the Expos made the playoffs.
Yeah.
And in what they call the division round against Phillies, and they knocked us off. We were ready to repeat as World Series champs, and we got knocked off by the lowly Expos.
Yeah.
Not a happy day.
Of course not.
But yeah, you guys had some. I mean, right around that time, the Expos had their great teams. I mean, Carter, Dawson, Rain, Steve Rogers was pitching.
Yeah, Johnson.
Gosh, who else did you guys have back in that day? Warren Cromartie.
Yeah.
Forget how good Warren Cromartie was at the time. A lot of great young players, and it's just a shame that the Expos didn't go further.
Yeah, it is. But Toronto did win it a couple times, so.
Oh yeah, don't people here from Philadelphia remember that very well.
Oh yeah, the Joe Carter home run.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll be honest with you. I'm such a baseball fan. I was watching that game live in my dorm room at college. Okay, and when he hit that home run, my first thought wasn't anger or disappointment. It was like wonder at the event that just happened because I knew the Bill Mazeroski history very well. So I was thinking to myself, my gosh, that's only the second time this has happened.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a tie game situation. He literally lifted them to a victory in a game that they were about to lose.
Yes, I remember that very well. Yes. They were going to lose it.
And I was thrilled. I was absolutely thrilled for Joe Carter for the moment as a baseball fan. My gosh, we just witnessed a thing they'll talk about forever, and they still are.
Oh yeah, you can see so many highlights on YouTube of that hit. It's crazy.
Yeah, I actually remember. Maybe you could go YouTube this. They brought Mitch Williams and Joe Carter together. I don't know, maybe it was the 10th anniversary or something like that, to have a bowling match against each other.
Oh, okay.
And then they were talking the whole time about the thing. And the thing that makes me laugh about it is, Mitch Williams fancies himself a good bowler, but Joe Carter still beat him.
Of course.
I know.
Something that people don't realize is Joe Carter touched the ball both times last in both World Series because he was playing first base against Atlanta, when Mike Timlin pitched it, Otis Nixon bunted it.
Yeah.
Timlin threw it to Joe Carter to win the World Series.
Yeah.
So Joe Carter touched the ball last both times.
That's true. That's true. Did Jack Morris? He actually did pitch in the World Series, didn't he, Jack Morris?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
I'm trying to think to myself, it's pretty cool if you think about it, because he got a World Series ring in Detroit in '84,
Yeah.
got a World Series ring in Minnesota in '91, and then he got a World Series ring in Toronto.
Yeah.
I imagine there's other people. I don't know what the record is for number of World Series rings, acquired by one player for different teams, but I imagine 3 is pretty high to the list.
Yeah.
Here you go, Boob Slang. Thanks for that. He reminded me that bowling match was actually at Mitch Williams' own father-in-law's alley. So
Oh.
he got beat on his home turf. I forgot all about that, Boob. You're right. It was that bad. Oh, funny. There it is.
I bet you really doesn't really want to see Joe Carter too soon.
It lets Mitch go down in history, kind of thing. It's like I think Tom Zachary is the guy who gave up Babe Ruth's home run number 60. Was it Tim Lollard or Tim Stoddard gave up Maris's 61st home run? And
Okay.
Al Dowling gave up Aaron's 715. So, the pitchers who fail in instances still live on in infamy, just like the guys who achieve
Oh yeah, for sure.
greatness. So I don't know if Mitch minds too much. So, I think I'm going to drop off now. I got to get
sure.
the house. Glad I joined in. I want to
Yes, I'm glad you did too.
be out. So
I do appreciate it.
it paves the way for somebody else to jump on there and hang out with you for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows?
All right, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey, peace.
Keep watching John, okay? See you guys.
So that was nice. That was a surprise for me. Wasn't expecting that. Thank you, Adam. No, I was definitely not expecting RJ to jump in, so I'm really appreciative of that. So I'm going to take a little intermission, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Let me just do this. Come on, get back down in the comments. There we go. So, just going through my list, I'm going to Paul Mirabella now. Probably butchered his name, but nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I just read your comment, Zach. Star Trigger is a good one, but I don't want to pay for the fee. Oh, that's amazing, Boom. Boom Slang. I never even realized that. That's crazy. Oh, TTM is autographed through the mail. TTM stands for through the mail. So yeah, autographs through the mail. Just send them a card or a picture, and hopefully they send it back signed. Oh, you're heading backstage. We got trouble.
Oh, shush.
There we go. Zach. How are you, Zach?
Oh, we're here. How are you, John? You doing good, bud? Can you hear me?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
How about you?
We're here. We're here. We're doing.
Okay, I've got to see that shirt.
Grumpy, baby.
Yep.
My sister and my niece are big Disney fans. So
Maiden's in the house.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, so I got this one from my sister, and my niece picked out the Little Mermaid shirt I have.
So I'm going to tell Maiden I did my first AI video. Probably going to be my last one, but I wanted to try it. Something to do, something new, something different.
This is weird. I have a card sitting around, yet I cannot find where I put it.
Oh.
I specifically put it somewhere because I wanted to send it out, but now I have no idea where it went.
That's always a pain in the butt.
Well, that goes on the stack that I can send out to people for a mystery pack. If I get stuff to sign and I have a double of it, I'll put it in a stack. If anybody wants it, I'll send out a mix pack.
Yeah.
Where in the world is it? I have his address, which means all right, I'm going to find it. That's going to be my project for right now.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Okay. There it is. Found it.
Perfect.
Found him.
Where one is it?
It's Trevor Lewis.
Trevor Lewis. Nice.
Yeah. I pulled it out because I think he used to play on a Canadian team. Now he plays for the Kings. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, where's he at now? I'll call her back in a minute. Yeah, he plays for the Kings, but he was in Calgary last year.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I had it in the international thing since it takes different postage. But then this year he went back to LA.
Oh, Maiden got Dave Reed back.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations. That is a good one.
Close that on, leave that.
I always was a Dave Reed fan, being near Toronto.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I have lots of good memories with Dave Reed.
Who else do I want to send to? Because I've got a stack to go out here,
Oh, nice.
so I might as well at least
Nice sack skin up there.
might as well at least prep for next week.
It's always
Oh.
nice to sit down and prep. You just have to get motivation to do it.
Well, it's like, where do I want to focus? Because baseball's starting up. Basketball's still going on. Hockey's still going on. Soccer's going to be starting up. The European leagues are going. It's like, where do I go?
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, we will see.
You got some big names going out.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even tell you who the hockey guys were that are going.
No, you didn't.
Well, the big ones, let's see. Here's the soccer player. I went to ESPN and I went on the Premier League and I looked at who was leading the stat categories.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, which one do I have? Like, all right, that team doesn't sign. I know a few teams over there that don't sign, so don't even bother. But this guy, I think, was number 3 or 4, and it's a team I've never tried before. I was like, why not? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
I
see.
think my biggest one right now is Lanny McDonald that I'm sending out.
That's a good one. Yeah, Nick Suzuki's going out.
Nice.
Josh Norris.
Josh
Nylander.
Norris signs. I know that.
Yeah, Nylander's going out. Connor Garland. Callie Johansson, but that's going over to Sweden. Nino Niederreiter.
Okay. Niederreiter with signs. I have his.
Zach Hyman and Christopher Tanev, or Tanev, whatever his name is. And then I got one going to the Raptors. I figured, what the hey, I had a cheap card. I'm going to send to Scotty Barnes.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, I sent to Steph Curry and he signed, so you never know.
Yeah, I only have one Barnes card, and I'm not going to send it. It's just rookie card.
Yeah, I've got. I can't remember. I think it was one from Chronicles. It doesn't have much of value. Plus, it came kind of nicked up.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, well, whatever. It's a perfect TTM card since it's already scratched up. Yeah, Stephen Curry. I sent to him a couple years ago, and he signed. Actually, let me see if I can find it. I have my boxes here.
Yeah, cool.
There's one box. Oh, that's the hockey box. There's the basketball box. Or the other box. Basketball. S. Steve. Here.
Sweet.
Yeah. On a wing and a prayer, I tried an address. I found it was some apartment that he had. And he's since moved. So I would say if you're going to try him through the Warriors.
Yeah. I wanted to try Ron Francis again soon.
Yeah, because like if you can find an address for him, he's great. He signed when he was the GM of the Hurricanes. That's when I got him. So now that we have the new address, which I think works for Seattle, you should be able to get him back.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, there was one I didn't put in the box because I had to store it separate. There we go. I had to store it separate because of what happened, and I forgot to put it in the box. My Ted Lindsay. I forgot that it's a weird one, so I had to keep it in a different place.
Oh, okay.
Because I sent him a picture, but I put it in a penny sleeve, and he signed the penny sleeve.
Oh, okay, one of those.
Yeah, so I put it in a top loader.
Yep.
And it didn't, where I used to store it, it didn't fit. So I had to set it to the side. And when I moved everything, I forgot. Theo Fleury, another Theo Fleury, Terry Murray, Teddy Purcell. Who's this one? TJ Brody. So it goes right in there. There. Now Terrible Ted is at home where he belongs. May he rest in peace.
Yep.
Yeah. Maiden, if you need it, we got an updated address for the Kraken because I tried last year and it bounced back.
Yeah, so did I.
Then I looked on their website and I saw that they had a new office address. I can send that to you. John has it too. One of us can send it to you if you need it.
Yeah, for sure.
If you have a Ronnie Francis card.
I've got one that I'll grab it.
Who do I want to send to?
I want to get this one signed.
Oh, that's a good one. Which one did he
Lots
send?
of clear space on that one.
Yeah, hang on. Let me. Oh wait, nope. That's baseball. God, forget. That's the problem when you have so many and you have absolutely no system to organize anything. There's Rod Brindamore, Rod Gilbert, Rod Langway, Rogie Vachon, Ronnie Hextall, Ron Center. Where's my Ron Fran? Oh, it might be a horizontal one. I keep the horizontal one separate.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but I do. That's Rob Blake. That's not it. Ah, here it is. Let me get it out the sleeve so you can see it without glare.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, so that's the one Ronnie signed for me. Put that back in the box.
I love those Stadium Club.
There we go. So yeah. No, got a bug. Looks like RJ was talking about the bug. Everybody's going to TTM.
So I'm working on Kevin Bass now.
Kevin Bass. I don't know if I ever sent to him. Because here's how it works, John. On the table here where my computer's sitting,
Yeah.
it's basically the coffee table in my living room. But I have different piles. I've got my football pile, and then I kind of angle it based on where they are, like, if they're in a team or whatever. I got the basketball pile, the baseball pile. I got the Goody G pile because he sent me a ton of stuff that I want to send out. Yeah, it's a mess. I don't know how I get anything accomplished. I really don't.
Yeah, I have just a small pile of cards I want to send out.
Yeah, that's
For
just
sure. And then I have a box of baseball cards that I want to check to see who signs and who doesn't.
Here. That's just the stuff Goody G sent me
Wow.
in two different
Nice.
things. So I've got a ton. And I even marked it so I can always remember that is the Goody G pile.
Nice.
I want to organize it because if it comes back, I want to give the proper shout outs to people who hook me up with cards.
Of course.
And then I've got another thing over there with a bunch of cards, another thing over there with a bunch of cards.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. Well, I'm
and
just
then
trying to
sometimes I'm
send people that I've already sent to. So I'm going through my cards and seeing what I can pull out of people who I've already sent to.
Yeah.
And that's a pain in the butt.
Well, actually, I got something for you. Here's the ones that I got that I know for a fact sign. So if there's any in here that you're interested in, I got a couple of those Olympic cards.
Oh, yeah.
These guys all sign.
I just got Dick Budden.
Yeah, when you see you told me you sent that about a month before I did, so that's probably why mine hasn't popped.
Yes.
But no, that's a good one. I want to get that one because I sent 2 of them. That's the other one for my stepmom. I got her Scott Hamilton already. Oh man, was it a weird TTM week this week? Holy
Oh, yeah?
God. This is a legitimately weird week. The shortest return I had this week, let me look at my pile on my notes, took 804 days.
That's the shortest one.
That's the fastest return. I sent it in November of 2021. And then I got one the next day that I sent in October of 2017.
Wow.
And one the day after that I sent in August of 2018.
Wow.
And unfortunately, I got a preprint failure.
Oh, preprint.
Yeah, but it's a whoa, oop, the card fell out. I got the card back at least.
Oh, hey, that's good.
And it's actually a really cool looking print. I'm going to show it on Tuesday. Normally I give those away. I actually am going to keep this print. It's really cool looking. And if you look at it real close, it's very apparent that it's a facsimile. It's not even.
Oh, that's no good.
But you try. I tried Derek Jeter doing the same thing, and I got the preprint and some special limited edition coin from his foundation. I'm like,
Interesting.
Cool, I'll take it.
Kind of like when I sent to Brian Pop and he sent a whole bunch of business
God.
cards.
Did he load you up too?
Yeah.
I sent him one card. He sent me that card, another card, and 2 signed business cards.
Yes. I also got a few photos.
I don't remember if he sent me a photo or not. The biggest one I had, I sent to he's since passed, but at the time he was 100 years old and still signing. He was an NBA legendary coach. I sent him a little thing that I made, and I guess like one of his family members or whoever, I get this massive envelope back. And it was like 8 or 9 photocopies of different newspaper articles relating to the things he did, and he'd signed them all.
Wow.
So I've got like 10 of this guy's signature. That's the crazy one.
That is crazy. Don Cherry also loaded me up. I sent one card and he sent a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I sent a card. He sent back the card and 3 pictures.
Yeah.
Because, because he loves Rochester. He coached here. He played here. He met his wife here. And like, I remember when he was on Coach's Corner, every now and then I would catch him talking about Rochester and the times he had here.
Oh, yeah.
So I, mentioned that. It's like, okay, whatever, this and that. And all of a sudden, and I got the one, he even had Blue, his dog, sign it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got the blue with the little paw print. Like, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool. Oh, Tony, how are ya?
Tony. Hey, there he is. There's a couple that I want to. Like, I want to get the Steph Curry one authenticated. I want to get the Wayne Gretzky authenticated. There's a couple others that I'd like to, but the majority of them, I just figured at it.
Honestly, I'm too chicken to do that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, even if they do sign it, it comes back negative.
Yeah, because it may not look like it. And you
Yeah.
can send it to another grading agency, and they're going to say, "Oh, it's authentic." But like I've shown the Steph Curry one to a lot of guys I know that have like collectible shops
Yeah.
and deal with signed memorabilia, and they all said, "Oh yeah, that would pass, Beckett authentication." I'm like, hell yeah!
Exactly.
And it cost me 2 stamps and a card.
Hi, Tranquil. This is all the modern day Breakfast Club coming in.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. It was one of those I wrote to somebody, told them a story, and they wrote a note back to confirm it. It was when the Penguins AHL team was the Baltimore Skipjacks. So
Okay.
back in the 80s, I guess. My buddy up here, who's lived up here his entire life, used to go to Amerks games when the Skipjacks would come in, and he said they were the most violent, physical game. He said it was like Slapshot, but in real life. That's it. And so I wrote to somebody who played for the Skipjacks then, and I told him the story, and I was like, "Hey, is this even remotely true?" And he was like, "Yeah, your buddy's right. It was a war pretty much every time we came to Rochester." So that's pretty cool.
That is cool. I remember Jamie Langenberger. I asked him if he felt like that Buffalo goal was a real goal, and he wrote back, "No, it shouldn't have counted."
And I always ask questions like that, like the football one for the football fans. I wrote to Roman Gabriel, and he was drafted in both the NFL and the AFL, but he chose the NFL. So I was like, you always want to ask, like, why that league over the other one? He wrote back a letter explaining why he did it. Like, it's pretty cool that he actually.
Interesting.
Oh, coffee. Yeah, but if anybody wants it, Dan Gable, great signer, great wrestler. I got an extra one of his.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll put it on the pile for you. He is, but the one I want to get, throughout his entire career, Dan Gable, he lost one wrestling match.
Oh, wow.
I want to see if I can find the guy that was the only man in history to beat him.
Yes.
Like, I know his name, but it's one of those, like, he doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
Oh, okay.
So, like, after college, he probably just faded out. Don't even know if the guy's still alive or not.
Yeah. Kind of like, remember Mike Tyson Punch-Out?
Oh, yeah. Love that game.
Who was that one person that, the first person that you fight, Glass Joe? Glass Joe? Who did he beat? Because he's 1-99.
That's true. Who was it that it was probably Tyson.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, these guys, they'll get one thing, but it's a huge thing. Like Bob Uecker, he had 10 career home runs, but I think 1 or 2 of them came off Sandy Koufax or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sensei may know. My baseball history is probably not as good as his. Actually, probably, definitely. Yeah. But yes, always send, because the worst thing that happens is you lose a card.
Exactly. That's why I always say don't send a card that you'll regret losing.
And like a lot of teams' websites, they'll even say, like, look, we welcome fan mail, just don't send anything of high value.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, at least they're being honest. I gotta check that one. I can never remember. Okay, yeah, Bob Uecker had 14 home runs in his career. Oh, yeah, there you go. His biggest highlight of his career is when he hit a home run off Sandy Koufax, after which Euchre joked that he always feared that home run would keep Koufax from getting into the Hall of Fame. He also hit home runs off Hall of Famers Fergie Jenkins and Gaylord Perry.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. Tony just said that, and I had another window up. Yeah, like, but that's what I mean. It's like he had 14 home runs, and 3 of them came off those pitchers, and they're legends. Well, whatever. All right. I don't know who else I want. I might just call it for the sendings. Like I have that big stack. Why go for more?
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of the 1990 Don Ross that I got off of Shaw Racing,
Nice.
off of Jeff.
Who's putting that set together? I think Brandon Stebbins is trying to get that entire set TTM'd.
Oh, yeah?
He's got a lot of them. And some you have to buy because some of the guys don't sign or aren't alive anymore.
Yeah, I know
He's
that
making,
one.
I think, yeah, he's doing 90 Donruss. He's making pretty good strides on completing that set with ink.
Oh, that's good. I was going to do the 1991 Pro Set for hockey.
Oh, God, there's like 27 million cards.
Well, no, 700 something.
Yeah, 27 million.
Yeah. But, no, I was only going to do Series 1.
Oh, okay.
But,
That's still a lot.
it's just over 300.
Yeah, I was going to say, usually Series 1 is like, these days, 300 to 400, so I assume it'd probably be about the same back then.
Yeah, I think there was... No, I think it was only 250. It wasn't that big. Series 2 was a big one
Yeah.
for 91.
Well, because that was only the second year. No, Pro Set had been around.
No, 90 and 91 were the first 2 years.
Because I remember Pro Set doing football before, but was that the first year Pro Set did hockey?
Second year. 91 is the second year for hockey.
All right. Okay, so they never did Pro Set in the 80s for hockey?
No.
Okay, because they did do, I think, maybe 1 or 2 years of Pro Set in football in the 80s.
The same with Upper Deck and baseball. Upper Deck started with baseball.
Yeah. And then they did everything for a while.
Yeah.
Now they do hockey very poorly.
Yes, they do.
I mean, well, Topps isn't following any better with the way it's going with baseball and football.
Unfortunately, that's what happens when you have a monopoly.
Well, that's all right. It's, it'll fix itself. It's going to be bad for a little bit, but it's going to fix itself.
I agree.
This whole thing, $300 for a hobby box because of one card, people are tired of it.
Oh, yeah.
People are tired of it.
I
And they're going to
agree.
vote with their wallet.
Especially these days
Yeah,
when
with
everything's so
many-
expensive.
Well, and with so many other sets out there, it's like, there's so many other choices, and that's why I'm not, unless I splurge on a big hobby box, until hockey fixes itself, I'm not going to be buying retail hockey anymore.
Yeah.
Pro Set one. Yes. Yes. It was 91, I think. 91 and 92 Pro Set. Was it Pro Set Platinum or Pro or something like that? They did the players' wives. I remember that because Felicia Rashad has a card. I can't remember Joe Montana's wife's name, but it was like some really terrible, like 70s and 80s female name, like I don't know, like Crystal or something weird like that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But Mike Ditka's wife was in there too.
Yeah, Pro Set had some interesting cards in them.
Yeah. Back in the day. Now Pro Set doesn't even exist anymore.
No, it doesn't.
It had been Barbara. There was some. I can't remember. It's one of those, like, as soon as I see it, I'm going to be like, ha ha, that's what it was.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I never actually had any of those. What the? I gotta look it up.
You might as well.
1991 player. Let's see. 1991 Pro Line Portraits. Here we go.
Here we go.
Shkaboop. Jennifer Montana.
Jennifer.
Yeah, because oh my God, what a weird set. Just what a weird set. Like, who would have thought to the wives in there? Jennifer Montana. Oh God, that's the one I was thinking of. Babette Kosar.
Oh,
Oh, Babette. I wonder if her and Bernie are still married. Yeah, there's Felicia Rashad. Back in the good old days. All right. I'm going to hang around till about 2, and then I'm going to duck out and do some stuff.
yeah, that's cool.
I got my
That's
stuff
cool.
done. Hopefully you're just about done with yours.
Yeah, I'm getting. I'm starting to wind down myself.
Pardon.
Doing autograph requests gets tiring, honestly.
These are ones I've tried before that I need to try again because it's been like a year and a half. Like Braden Holtby, I'll try him again.
Mm-hmm.
Kachuk, Eichel, Kopitar. I try them all. Why not?
Yeah,
Worst comes
well.
to worst, I lose an MVP card. I'm over it. What else is over here? I'll be right back in a minute. What else
Yeah,
is-
sure.
Kim and Cass weren't good enough to get on the cards. Only Jen. That's funny. That's about it.
So Montana was married 3 times.
I think Terry Bradshaw was married like 6. He was married to the ice skater, the figure skater. The hell was her name? I don't know if they were married. JoJo Starbuck, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Terry Bradshaw was married to her for a cup of coffee. Speaking of cup of coffee,
Nice.
coffee in the afternoon. Okay, when next?
Okay. Well, you know what? I have 7 people watching, but I am running out of steam. So I'm going to call it a stream.
Oops, Lang knows.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I could have sworn that her and Terry Bradshaw had a thing. Maybe they weren't married. Maybe they just dated. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I
Maybe.
usually am. Hold on. I'm going to look it up before we go because the world wants to know. Terry Bradshaw.
Yes.
Personal life. Okay, been married 4 times. First married to a woman I've never heard of, but she was Miss Teenage America in 1969. Okay, he was married to JoJo Starbuck from 76 to 83. Some attorney from 83 to 99, and that's where his daughters came from. And then he's married this final time. Married for the 4th time on July 8th, 2014 to Tammy. Good for
Nice.
Good. We love Terry Bradshaw, the original. Shout out to if he catches us on the rewind undrafted player. He loves it when I make this joke. The original TB12.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. All right, John.
So I'm
was
going to cut it off.
Good
Thanks for
hangout.
joining. Thanks, Zach, for jumping in for the last bit. Thank you, RJ Collects, for jumping in for quite a bit. And I hope you enjoyed. So till
Take care,
next time, keep on collecting. Bye.